Alola. Hello everybody, this is HKish, and I have recently been embarking on a journey to complete not only a living Pokédex in Pokemon Home, but the Bird Keeper Toby Master Dex in Pokemon Home. So what that means is catching each Pokemon from its original region, and I also have some other Pokemon in there, so I can show you. I'm probably about, I would say 70% done with the living dex portion. I mean, I could quantify it, but I haven't been using the spreadsheet, but let's see. Let me jump some boxes here. I have them set up the same way that Bird Keeper Toby does. So I have my living dex, Kanto living dex, and as you can see, all the icons have the Game Boy icon. I'll have HKish in some iteration, as you can see, like my Charizard or my Butterfree. Parentheses around it. I was just changing them up so I can distinguish which one is which. So I got my entire living Kanto decks, all from the Virtual Console Red and Blue. And rather than play through the game, I don't know, like 5-6 times, however you need it, since there's no breeding, which I found out there was a way to go about it. You could, anything that you can transfer up to Johto in the Virtual Console Gold Silver, breed it, transfer it back to, not transfer it, trade it back to Virtual Console Red Blue, and then trade it up to Bank, and it'll still say it was from Kanto. I didn't know that afterwards. So a lot of these, for like the evolutions, I used the Trainer Fly glitch and got new EVs. I did it for some of the fossil Pokemon. Did it for a lot of the starters. The different iterations of the starters. The only one that's not from Virtual Console is my Mew. Let's see. That is my Mew from Let's Go, and that was from the Pokeball Plus. So I do have a Mew in Red and Blue, but you can't transfer it up. I did see a video later on, I think. I can't remember who it was, but I did see a video later on about being able to get a Mew in Red and Blue Virtual Console and still being able to trade it up. So maybe I'll do that one day, just so I can say all mine are from there. Then you can move on to your Johto living dex. And for this, I didn't have to, but what I did for any Pokemon that could evolve again, like you see how the names all caps for everything else, I traded it up from what is it, red or blue. But because I traded it directly from, I think I used Crystal mainly. Crystal was my main game I played in. Because I transferred it from Crystal, it says it was originally from Johto, but if you look at my trainer ID 1501, you go back to this 1501, it is the same trainer ID from there. So I got all those. Living dex form of it. Still working on my unknown decks from Virtual Console. All these. I try to remember which one was from the Strange Egg. It's not going to tell me first hatch. But then I got everything from here. In the Celebi, since you can get that in Virtual Console Crystal. That was the main reason why I used Crystal as my main form, was because you have to beat the Elite Four at least once in Crystal to get it. So I was like, well, I know there's only a few Pokemon you can't get in Crystal. So I was like, I can play through that. The next ones I have here are, let's see, I have to transfer it over because I haven't trained them all up yet, but I have finished my Pokédex in Pokemon Emerald. did it through a Professor Oak's challenge. But here, I got every Pokemon in Hoenn, every Hoenn Pokemon from Ruby, Sapphire, and or Emerald. I did play, I think, Sapphire and Emerald just enough because what I had to do since I have a dead battery in Emerald, I had to play in another game to get, what is it, Snow Run? Yeah, because I had a dead battery, didn't have the time set right, so the cave that you can get it in was flooded. But I got everything here. Honestly, the hardest Pokemon were Bison Huntail because of the item needed to evolve it. You can only get one per game. I am missing the Reggies. Not missing them, but I am missing them from um this game only because I already traded them up to Platinum so I can get Regigigas through Platinum. But yeah, I said this was my Professor Oak's challenge one. I have all the Pokemon leading up to it. I never officially finished it, only because I never caught all the Pokemon from the post game, all like the Johto Pokemon. You can see here. See how do I switch Pokédex? But Hoenn there, it says 195 out of 196. Only Pokemon I don't have is Deoxys, which I will get. You mainly use already packed it away since I'm in the middle of moving from an apartment to my first home. I mainly use the epilogue operator, so you get have some nice clean footage. And with that, I'm able to, I guess, spawn in the events. And so I was going to spawn in the Deoxys event. I haven't done that yet. I have one from Oras, and the other one is Jirachi. I don't have the bonus Coliseum disc. I do want to get one eventually so I can get some legit Jirachis, but I don't feel like paying, two, three, $400 for it. But I do have Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon Coliseum Gale of Darkness. So there's that one. Let's see. Now I gotta switch over to Platinum. And I'll show you here. It's my original Platinum from when I was a kid. Been washed maybe once, twice. And yeah, I had to write Platinum on it so I can actually figure out what it is. Let's see. Hopefully I'm already in a Pokemon Center or something. One thing I'm working for is a capture card. I did send this DS to go get a capture card installed, but since this is a new 3DS XL new one, it did not have. They don't have capture cards for them yet. Let's see. The only thing different of this game is since it is one of my childhood ones, oh, what Pokemon am I missing there? Oh, it's probably because it's in my party. A lot of these Pokemon are in my party. Let's see. Yeah, so I can put those back while I'm here. It's because I had to beat the Elite Four again. So yeah, so this is my living dex in this game. Honestly, the hardest one. What was the hardest one? I would say. I want to say I'll probably Munchlax, but it's not even because I did honey trees for like a month or two and got nothing. I ended up just transferring up a Snorlax from my Leaf Green Fire Red to get it. and then breed it. I was like, well, I said that's a Munchlax technically from the Kanto region, even though it's not going to say that on there. Let's see. I got a couple Ambipoms there so I can get some of the shiny stones and whatnot. Even though I realized some of the shiny stones you couldn't even get till it was up and over level 50, which was fun. So here's those Reggies I was talking about. Let's see. Yep, found in the Hoenn region. Oh, that one has Pokerus. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've gotten Pokerus, I think, in almost each game you can. But there's my living dex. Spirit Chain wasn't too bad. I mean, I have Pokemon Pearl, Diamond. It took maybe like 30 minutes for me to just talk to myself in the games. So I got all these. Rotom, all of them. This is one of the Bird Keeper Toby's, I think one of the star Pokemon you can get is getting a Regigigas from um Platinum because it is level 1. So I think that's about it. Yeah, here's the Snorlax that I transferred up. Let's see. I think I actually transferred up some shinies in this one. I haven't transferred over yet. Yeah, so this is a Bellsprout from Heart Gold that I transferred up, and then this is a Geodude that I found in Leaf Green and or Fire Red that I transferred up just because like I needed some Pokemon to transfer up. So yeah, so there's that. I have yet to do the void glitches to get Arceus, Shaman, Darkrai, Cresselia. I've not done those yet. In due time. I was a little tired of Platinum. So yeah, so I can turn this off. Let's see, I gotta wait for it to go to the main menu because my most recent progress, I'm still working on it. It's the one that I have the motivation for, is my Pokemon Black 2. It's my original copy. Actually, I'll keep it on that screen. Oh, I didn't know Surf was an egg move for Oshawott because I had it on Samurott. Okay, yeah, but yeah, so I have almost all the starters. I need the Servine, Superior, all of them. I think I will change it. It's the only one where it's not on the. Okay, so I got all of them. I was just looking for a Crocorock. Fill in the living portion. Didn't feel like evolving another one, but I may just do that maybe faster. Any spaces in here, you probably because I have them in my party. So like I have Swanna, Crocorock, Crocodile, Chandelier because I just hatched my Dino. Actually, I can put that in while we're here. So yeah, so that's that. So far, one of the hardest Pokemon to get in this whole thing. I would say the fossils are a little annoying because I had to. So this is Black 2. I went and played. Which game was it? I think it was White, which was annoying because I didn't realize. I don't know why I didn't realize that in White you got the same legendary that you did in Black 2. Little brain fart, but regardless, I need to play him for Thunderous and Tornadus. because you can't get those in black and white too unless you use the Dream Radar, which I am playing because that's another star Pokemon to get, is to get the different forms of the genies through the Poke Dream Radar. Maybe not the Dream Radar, but that extra like AR game they have. So working on that. Mm, yeah, I don't really think there's really been a really hard Pokemon to get. Let's see. Yeah, I mean all things considered, I mean, other than getting the stones for the hand seer, semi semi sage, those are kind of annoying. And just to get them, I mean, I use the rustling grass and Lost Lorn Forest to train because it like 80% of the time it's Arduino high level. I use all that. I'm working on Ends Pokemon. This is the Zoroa that you get in Driftvale City throughout the main game. Now I'm working on my seasons for Deerling and Sawsbuck. Got my male Unpheasant because the female one for the Dex. Grillish, I need to get the evolve form, and then I got a Petilil, so I can transfer that up to Arceus. So I have a Petilil, what is it? Hisuian Lilligant from Unova. That's really it. This file's been pretty clean. No shinies yet. I was shiny hunting another version, but I trained those all up to bank first. So what I'm actually gonna do is X or Y. But while we're here, I'll just show you everything we got. So we got, these don't really matter. Rumble World, I don't think that you can get that anymore. Shuffle, doesn't really matter. I got yellow, red, crystal, silver. Oh, so it is Pokemon Dream Radar. I got the Sun and Moon demo, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire demo. And that's about it. Fossil Fighters, I mean, because the next one I've done, I mean, easy, because I've had this, is my Galar Master Dex. Pretty self-explanatory. Still working on some of the forms. So I think I need Urshivu. I need the pre-evolution of this. I need the other forms of these guys. Throw in here. Otherwise, yeah, I got those. Some of them will be. I didn't do H-Kish. I was using Harrison. That's my name. Caitlin is my fiance. Around this time when I was playing Sword and Shield, whenever I did a second version, I always make it look like Caitlin. In this case, I just used her name. Whereas in Scarlet and Violet, I made it look like Caitlin and kept H-Kish just for the living decks. Then we have all the doing in Pokemon. Again, I'm going to eventually catch all the Pokemon in their original form. So like I'm going to catch a Stantler from Virtual Console, Gold, Silver, or Crystal, transfer it up. So it has the Game Boy mark next to it, which will be really cool. Same thing with Cleavor. Unless I got the Enamorus, I have to play through Legends Arceus one more time so I can get I forget what it's called, but I'm going to call it the Turtle form. And I have all of my Master Decks here. I literally had to play through Scarlet. One of the main reasons, so I can get an Armor Rouge with my trainer ID, because the one I had was someone else's trainer ID. I was like, can't do that, the OCD. Same thing with all of my Area 0 Pokemon. So you can see here, H-Kish trademark. And I haven't officially put these anywhere yet, but then I got my different forms. I still need to get a Dun Sparse, and then a Mousehold family of 3. I think that's the rare one. Probably because I'll get lucky enough to get the family of 4 if that was the case right away. Golden Go, got all these guys. Walking Wake, Iron Leaves, made sure to get down the event. Then here's my form decks, and this one, the challenge isn't too picky about where you get it. I've been using Let's Go for this. Oh, these are all just random stuff. When I transferred up, when Pokemon Home came out, I transferred everything from my Pokemon Bank up, and so I went through all my old games and just found all of the legendaries. So like some of them may not be legit because through Oras and Sun and Moon I did a lot of wonder training, and you know, riddled with hacked Pokemon. Didn't even know they were hacked. I was just, oh cool, someone traded me a legendary or a shiny. So like this one here is probably, this one here I think is my Ultra Sun 2017 2015. So yeah, so this one here is my Sun and Moon one. This one's my Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. My Lunala from Alright, my cat seemed like they were fighting for a second. My Lunala from my Solgaleo is still in Pokemon Bank. Up there. Got all these extra, got the Comet forms already. I am going to restart my Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon so I can catch everything fresh. Got my Magearna. This one's from Oras. Oras, this is the one I use and gone through. See, this one may be hacked. This one's probably hacked. Then here's my form decks. I finished this on my Brilliant Diamond playthrough. Hardest one to get, honestly, was probably a female Combi because I wasn't doing any more trees, so I had to go to the Grand Underground. Hard one unnecessarily for me was all the Wormadams because I went breeding to get some female forms, but for whatever reason I thought the male forms were the one, so I evolved my first one and it wasn't it. So I got all the different forms, double caught them from my living decks. I'm still waiting for, I have one more Rhyperior that I'm waiting to evolve. It's in Legends Arceus right now, just so I found that easier so I don't have to trade. I can just use the, what is it called? The Protector? Yeah, whatever it may be. Here's my Hisuian forms. I'm still waiting to transfer those up. Some extra Articunos. This is my Mew from, oh, this is a Mew from Scarlet and Violet. There's the, currently right now there's an event to get your Mew. This is my Suicune from, I think, the Dynamax Adventures. These are all from Legends Arceus. This Genesect is from, I think they were doing a giveaway in 2022 for them, like the GameStop codes, so I made sure I got those. I have to check if this is legit. Melmetal, that was given in the Pokemon Home. Here's a bunch of extra Gigantamax forms. I'm working on the Alcremie. I caught a bunch already. I'm trying to get shinies for those. And so I think here's all the different bronze stars I was talking about. Like one of them is, this is the Overquill from the story battles. The story battles that you had to do when you were going for the lake spirits. This is the Overquill that the alpha Overquill. I have to track down the other ones. I'm looking through. See anything else? These are all my unknown from Legends Arceus. What challenges? This is my Dialga that I caught in the Cherish Ball in Legends Arceus, so I need to play Legends Arceus again and make sure I catch Palkia in the Cherish Ball. One of the Gold Stars, this is my Battle Bond Ash Greninja. All the way from 2016, which is nice, cool. I think that's about it. Next one is my shiny decks that I'm working on. I'm getting them through Let's Go. We haven't evolved all of them. I'm slowly working on them. I started organizing them, kind of gave up. This one I think is my Hisuian. Not Hisuian. The one from Legends Arceus. Of course, I need to replay it again because one of the star Pokemon is the shiny Ponyta from the quest, and of course I evolved mine. So that's about it. I need to organize. This is a bunch of them from random places, a lot from Legends Arceus, like all these Krogunks. This is Sword and Shield, so I got all my hidden abilities, shiny starters, a Christmas Delibird, some other ones. My Regirock, Registeel. This one I listed 54 hours because it took me 54 hours to get this one. I got this one on shiny hunting on Route 1, and then probably like a week later I got a double from the Gigantamax journeys. This is one of these two are events. And Scarlet and Violet. I already shiny hunted a Rillaboom before I did the shiny hunt for the other Rillaboom. This one is probably really cool because this was an unintentional first encounter through my playthrough. It happened to be shiny. And there it is. This one is Gigantamax versions. This one, I remember this one very vividly because it was Brilliant Diamond, probably only like 300 resets, and I was doing it right before I went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. That's where I remember it. Now these, started working on some of my different forms. This one's from an event, another event. I got some Let's Go ones in here. Of course, I have my shiny Zacian. I had a friend send me over the shiny code for Zamazenta, and I forgot about it. And the code expired, so I no longer have a shiny Zamazenta. This was a shiny from that same file with where I didn't even know, before I even really knew what shiny Pokemon were, I got this one. Because it was I think it was from Sun. No, I played Moon first, so this one was from Moon. This is, I should have like 2 or 3 of these, but this is the Virtual Console shiny Gyarados. I have about 3 of those. Here's my Scarlet and Violet shinies. I still have more in the game to transfer over. I'm working on a video on that, on doing 100 shiny Pokemon with no Herba Mysticus. So that'd be fun. I try here to do shiny the whole line. So I got my Lechonk, Oinklong. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I think everything else, there's really nothing else left. I mean, I got some of these, but these are just random from Let's Go. This is my Saitama. I was trying to level it up all through the Pokemon Plus. I think the only really cool ones I have left here are my Ash Cat Pikachus. Yeah, now we're back at the beginning. So yeah, I would say in terms of the living decks, I still just have Unova to finish. I got Kalos to finish, start and finish. And I got Sun, Moon, Alola to start and finish. I mean, I think I have a lot of progress across the different games, but I want to just start fresh, get it going. Hopefully, I'll probably be done by the end of the year, depending on how things go. I'll probably be done with at least the living dex portion of the challenge by the end of the year. But then when it comes to all those bonus star, like one of them is to get a Ho-Oh from the Pokemon Coliseum 100 wins in a row. And it's like, well, that's going to take a while. I want to get a living dex from Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness. Get those as a living dex. Means I would have to capture and I'm pretty sure purify everything. So that may take a while, but it's something that once I get into my new house and have a dedicated room for games and streaming, I may start doing this again. But yeah, this is something I've been doing in my free time. Like you said, I started this right before Scarlet and Violet. I think I started my first batch of transfers over. Well, these are gonna be when I transfer them, but I think I started in 2021. So okay, well, thanks for watching. I'll probably do another update video here soon once the new Scarlet and Violet DLC comes out, which is in like 2-3 weeks. I think 2 weeks. It's gonna be September 13th, and currently right now it is September 1st. So hopefully I would have started Kalos by then. I should be done with the living dex portion of Unova probably by the end of next week. The last thing I really have to do is play through Black to get to get Tornadus, to then get Landorus. Those are really the only ones because I have a Victini already. I got the Genesect, I got a Meloetta on Pokemon Go. So yeah, check back in. I'll be seeing you guys later.